Hi. Um, before we actually do anything, put up a schedule. It's a schedule for the week. I'm gonna go, like, Sunday gonna be a planning day. Like, I will put up a schedule for every Sunday. That will be, like, the schedule for the week. We do have, like, starting to plan. I'm seeing that, okay, I know that a lot of people want me to play, Baldur's Gate. Like, that is the most requested game, but at the same time we need to like pepper it in with some other games, because Baldur's Gate is like, it's a long playthrough. So to actually do that, you have to do it with some other games. And the thing about that is that I'm uncertain which games to focus on, because even though like I'm like stressed about getting into my, I feel like delayed because of a lot of things, but yeah, to just start things, like what do we put into schedule? Because making like a game play through, I was thinking about Resident Evil might be actually kind of like up in the, like, since in February, I think it's in the end of February, we have Resident Evil 9, whatever, 9, I think it's 9. So come along with me as I talk about what a plan should be, because I believe it was in February, end of February, Resident Evil Requiem. No, Requiem. It's called Requiem, 27th of February. Alright, so in that regard, we have Biohazard. We need to play through Biohazard and through the village to get to the point of, story-wise, continuing into Requiem. I believe that is right, because Requiem is a continuation of Village. Am I right? I'm not sure. I think so. Biohazard I played like ages ago. It's not correct. I have played it for longer than 119 minutes. But yeah. And this I haven't touched because I just bought it. I actually have just seen this game. I haven't played it myself. But Biohazard I played, but I haven't played all the DLC though. That should be like put into a schedule. Like, should we do this, then Village, then Requiem? And then I'm not as much into Resident Evil as I am like Silent Hill. But we're also gonna play hardcore playthrough of Silent Hill F, because that gives us a lot more than just like, if you play it at normal difficulty, you actually, there are some things that are like, you can get more info about if you do it in hardcore mode. So there's that. Just needing to check if my volume is alright. Sounds about right. So this game we put into schedule, but maybe not first. We're gonna do it with, like, I want to play it as Hinako. Like, I want to have like a bit more pizzazz when it comes to like dress up. And now that I am actually putting my plan into motion, god damn it, I thought I had fucking silenced my stupid phone. No, it's silenced. Now I can actually like start to do move stuff. I don't no longer have to like be careful about like lifting stuff. I did take away my sutures and my stitches today, meaning I can lift stuff again. So now I'm just gonna start doing my plan, which was planned for Q1. We are not taking one yearly look at like a goal setting plan project whatever, because planning quarterly is much easier to like. When it comes to business, you plan quarterly because then you can actually the strategy you're planning like strategy to reach your goals can be tweaked, and you can do it quarterly. Then you have like an approach that is like in a deadline, but not in a deadline that is like yearly. Annually is too much like waste of time. So that is quarterly is my plan, and this plan is for January. We're just planning to like start, fix workflow, fix workspace, fix like everything, schedule everything in order, and then make it like more qualitative instead of quantitative. And that is by overlooking, that is a whole, like if you take everything into a whole, that is basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the quality up and do the workflow a bit better. But yeah, doing that, we know we're gonna play Baldur's Gate. Like I put that into my schedule now. It's in schedule, it's in motion, and we have it on the clock. Though the hour to actually do the streams, I was uncertain to when in the day. So I just put it to like 3 p.m. like afternoon. If it's gonna be like changed for that, we just have to like do a little bit of testing, because I haven't played enough Baldur's Gate to know when Baldur's Gate like is. I know that everybody requests it, the most requested game for me to play, but what time of day is like still a mystery. We need the data. We need to collect some data. So I'm just putting 3 p.m. like a test hour. It can be changed all up to when you guys want that to happen. But that is just like placeholder, hourly placeholder for when. And then at least you can see which days my streams are scheduled, and if there is like wishes for when, and if there is like necessity to change the hourly, like when it happens, that can be like arranged like on the go. Because the main focal point is actually just, okay, put it into a schedule, put it up to like this, like it's overview of when it's happening, not clockwise when, but like which days, which is at least something we can have on a weekly basis in front of us. So that is the first point of like getting it up to a standard that actually is able to be planned around, met, and then just not like impulsively like here it comes, here it goes. Yeah, people can get it when they like see when it is this day. And when it comes to like the hourly, how we change when in the day we do the stream, that we can fix on the go. So yeah, so for now let's get a bit over, and also like the socials we are needing to like put into use. Discord, I fucking hate setting myself into Discord, because Discord is just different from when I was like using Discord the last time, so I have to learn it, and it takes me an age to learn how to use it again, because holy moly, it has such many more it's a different program than when I used it. And when I used it last time, I just used it because I was playing multiplayer games, and I was voice com, and that is the most I use Discord in my life. So yeah, but it is actually ready to be put up into like collecting data and then tweaked into like optimization. But yeah, just know that that is very in its youth, in its like pre-alpha fucked up state of just like being bad when it comes to how inexcusably bad I am at Discord and how to use Discord. Yeah, and it also talks to me. I don't know how to turn off the talking, and it's in a different language than English, which I don't know how to turn off. So I'm gonna use it at my laptop instead of having it in like talking to me like silly on stream, which is gonna get fixed, of course. But nothing before we know what we have to fix. That we have to know the data. We have to know what is. What do we don't? Where do we start? We are like the Dunning-Kruger scale, just in the pit of despair. We don't know anything. We need to adhere to knowledge. So yeah. First things first, we need to know what we need to know. Collect data. When it comes to Discord, I need to know what is necessity, because I do refuse to have more than just the utmost, the bare necessity, and nothing like fluffed over, just becoming like cluttered. Same with like how we use socials. Like I usually want to like use X. At the same time, X is kind of limited on the premises that we can use Discord to do a lot of stuff there. Given that I actually teach myself how to use Discord. So in the regard of using like how to maintain community, we are going to use the necessity, nothing over the necessity. Even though I know like I am on TikTok, I never understand how to do TikTok, because TikTok is like, when I do stream live, if I am to like multi-stream, I've tried to multi-stream to TikTok. TikTok is like, you have to do it through TikTok, and it's kind of difficult. In the same regard, I don't multi-stream to like Facebook, because one time it fucked up and glitched out and I couldn't stop streaming, so it just went into a data glitch where it just like full-time streamed nothing. Like it was a black stream, nothing. I couldn't stop it. I even had to like make a ticket to Twitch to just like, how the fuck do I stop this thing? But since then it actually stopped itself, just suddenly, but just fixed itself. But that was actually a glitch, a computer glitch, like an error in how it overlaps, and like how Facebook and Instagram is kind of similar. They are using the same, like they are the same. They use the same business platform. They are using Meta, which is actually something I've studied. I have like top scores in university for digital marketing using by also Meta as like one of those. But yeah, I don't like Facebook. I don't like Meta. It's a preference. To be honest, I don't like it. And when I did in university, like try to work with Meta and then Google and everything amidst, I find that X is the most, it's the best platform to actually, I can multi-stream to it. It's uncensored in the way that I can be sure to like adhere to what I want. It is also not so horrible as Instagram can be horrible to stream to, because the stream you are like multi-streaming to Instagram is like, it's it takes you have to stream in like how you hold your phone like this, instead of like how I'm now, just like in what is it called, how you flip your screen. Sometimes when I make clips, I have to like make the clip with the full screen and not just like chopped up, and it's a horrible situation too. Like, so Instagram is kind of like hard because it takes away from the quality of the stream, and you have to like bypass that. But with bypassing that, you have to do a lot of like work in your program, and we are like changing from, I'm gonna not use Streamlabs as my streaming platform. I'm gonna go over to OBS, but doing that I have to like restart like my entire build up my entire everything, layout, sources, how my sources are integrated, how, and doing that I'm gonna take a day to do it, and I put a day to work on that. But I'm gonna work on that when we have moved our workstation. So here's the plan for that. My workstation is still gonna get like a stage area. We need a stage so you can so I can be a monkey and do whatever you guys want. But yeah, and put the creativity into flow in the way I want like channel points to be put into use, because channel points is by now just like a placeholder. We have had some changes to it, but yeah, that is not, it's just a placeholder until we can put our own spin on it, and we want to put our own spin on it. We want to put it into our hands and your hands, and then I'm gonna be the monkey on stage, basically. That is my idea. But I need more space to move and be silly on, and I can't do that here. So workflow wise, my workstation needs a black box. A black box is basically just a theater, just like a clean slate. Like think about like clean sheet of paper, basically. And then whatever gets drawn upon that paper is whatever gets created. A black box theater is just a blank slate, and it kind of is like white paper without anything on. And then we can put our creative minds to use to actually make that area of movability into something that is creatively like fun, instead of being so like boring, because sitting and standing and having place to move is necessity to actually become more in tune with what I want like channel points to give you, the tools to like puppeteer the weirdo, and I want that to be fun. So yeah, that is when I have moved my workstation, given that a bit more area to actually work on, that is when I'm gonna also have a day to just like move from Streamlabs and build it from scratch into OBS, because OBS has given me a lot of like bitching. And if I don't do it from like build it from scratch, like I need to build all things from the beginning again, because otherwise I get errors. And let's just start with clean sheets there too. So I'm gonna take a day, but first move, stage, then I can do that. And until then, we should focus on having like progression, and that is basically this week. I'm gonna start that transaction. So yeah, transaction to, and when that is put into like, I think both the creative point of like making channel points usable in a way that is actually creatively fun and engaging is easier, because now it's more placeholder than anything else. And same with like all of these programs, like how we like, first of all, X is a good platform to just like send out, like it's a social media platform, that is a good platform. But as a community platform, we need maybe something like Discord. But Discord, I need like to go into fucking lobotomy state of, I am stupid and inept, and I need to actually take time to actually put my mind into it, teach myself shit. Because right now I am hating Discord, because it's not, I never built like a community port in it. I only use it like to talk with over voice comms for ages ago, and now it's like this program that is like totally different from when I used it. So just needing to learn, teach myself it, put it to use, and then it is already in a basic pre-alpha, like unusable, usable state is bare minimum. And to collect the data, like what do we need to put into use here, because I refuse to be like having cluttered. Like if we are using Discord, I want all the channels on Discord to be like necessity and easy to like navigate, basically. Because even though I have studied like digital marketing, like social media platforms and digital marketing over whatever you do on like algorithms, data and analytic, and I have like top scores, it is, in my view, one of the most overwhelming thing, because you have like all these platforms. You have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitch, and YouTube. And YouTube, I do have YouTube. I haven't used YouTube in the sense I have used Twitch, because I focused on Twitch until I know like my way around it, to the degree that I actually can take one thing at a time. And Twitch is, I never used Twitch before I actually started streaming on it. I never watched streams. I also used YouTube, but YouTube in the sense of like is different from like Twitch, is because Twitch uses other keywords, SEO, other ways to actually reach and be discovered by your wanted segments of like audience. And the way that like YouTube does it is the total different world. So before I actually like start to juggle two things at a time, I kind of focus on one thing, which has been Twitch, because Twitch is easy. It is just, hey, we stream, this is live, this is we're doing whatever, and people like get like, chat is what actually makes this whole thing whatever it becomes. It is chat and everything that the data tells me that I'm supposed to do. Like I am just a monkey in the puppet strings. I'm just updating on what are like I have made a schedule for the week. Hi, by the way, good evening. Where are you from? Is it evening, morning? Here is like soon midnight, and midnight is like when I never start before tomorrow comes. So, but yeah, this is just an update. I made a schedule, 3 p.m. in the Western USA. Yeah, like USA, Norway is awesome. Yeah, but USA, you have like morning hours when we have like night hours. So I'm like a moth. I always get like energized when the night comes. So yeah, 9 hours ahead, yeah. But I like being awake at night time, because I just get more energy than I do in the morning hours, like in the daytime hours. But I made a schedule, and all the hourly, like how I put the hours for example, when Baldur's Gate is getting streamed. That is up to like changed, but at least we have something like a schedule to go for, and how the hour will, how and when that stream during that day happens is all up to like checking the data. And yeah, data, and at the same time like how I'm actually talking about how we are gonna like put Discord up into use. We also need to collect the data to actually know what we need to do there, like what is necessities. And then I am in the transition of actually moving my workstation, and workflow needs to be like up to the standard where it actually is not interfering with, like, I have had a lot of people reaching out to me, like collaborating. I really want to do that, but until I actually have the quality to give like quality before anything else, I need to be able to know my way around things, so it doesn't come into like, if I am to actually collaborate with people, they need to have like quality from me. And while teaching myself a lot around how to do things, like for example, Discord is piece because I'm not used to actually making a community channel, so I have to teach myself a lot. So that is like in the making, and until I'm actually ready to be like qualitatively collaborating without having like bad technological understanding, then I'm have to like take some time to actually teach myself. I do speak a lot about psychology because mostly I have played, like, when I started this channel I didn't know my niche, but my niche is like psychological horror in most, like Silent Hill became like a focal point of seeing how much like psychology plays into mind when it comes to the channel. And then it kind of just made itself, because a lot of the things that I am like branding and like putting myself into a niche is mostly because this is where we have landed, like the community and chat, and how we actually just ended up like marathon streaming wasn't in my plan, but because people are awesome and it just made me lose track of time, that is what we have, like marathon streams, like 10-hour streams. It doesn't feel like I've been streaming for 10 hours because people here are like giving me joy. So yeah, in the same way that actually like psychology, philosophy, and all of the things that we have been talking about on the channel have been like focal points. So I see myself like landing in a niche of like, yeah, it has a lot to do with like, yeah, psychology is very much intertwined with what we are actually like when we are playing things. Like for example, when we played Silent Hill, how that plays a part into like what we are talking about, how we view it, how we actually consume this game, and how we actually love the storytelling arcs and everything. It always has to do with some kind of philosophy, psychology, or just like curiosity. And that is actually how you like you can't brand yourself knowing everything before you actually collect the data. And the data tells me like, this is where I am seeing both me losing track of time till we have marathon streams, like the 10-hour streams, like that is, I don't think we have anything that have gone beyond 10 hours. It's a record until further. But then again, like it's also no way what I was planning to do. Like when I started this channel, it was mostly because I couldn't focus on the games, and I loved like the games and I loved the storytelling, and I started it, and then suddenly it just grew so fast and so intensely that it's now like 10-hour streams. I just forget myself. And yeah, and people share in chat. Like I do not want to censor anything in chat unless the platform censor it. Like we have to take the platform into understanding what it can censor or not, but like how people can be honest and give like me like new ways to look upon things. I love like how I just get new perspectives. I can't say that I'm all against censorship because I studied art too. So yeah, you can't censor. You kind of end up like censoring yourself from actually understanding your wisdom in itself. Like knowledge is power. Trees is a good place to be your honest self and not some fake profession. Yeah, exactly. And I like that. And I do have like YouTube. I haven't touched it before. I'm actually done like understanding Twitch enough to actually, okay, no, it's up to like a standard that is okay. Now I can do my work with YouTube. But we are on YouTube too. We are multi-streaming there, and we are multi-streaming into X. X is a good platform because it also is like, it doesn't censor. So I don't want to be like censoring people from like sharing their point of view. As long as it's in good and respectful manners, there's nothing I can like. It's just gaining knowledge and a new perspective. And for example, if we are playing like we're gonna do a Baldur's Gate playthrough, we have to do it with some other playthroughs because Baldur's Gate is so vast. It's such a vast game, so we have to do more than just one game at a time. And then we have to, as I did now, I put it into a schedule. We have to find something more to do, and yeah. If people come, like when I played Silent Hill 2, they just like, I don't like this game. The person that said that was so honest and just like, no, it's cruel. And that is one of my favorite moments during my playthrough of Silent Hill 2, because I never thought about it as cruel, but it is cruel. Like, that is... Silent Hill builds upon trauma and psychological horror in its bestest way of like having trauma as its like that is where it's built upon. And yeah, it's cruelty incarnate. That is what trauma is. And yeah, I just kind of jumped over that simple thing. If it hadn't been for that person that came into chat and like, I don't like this game because it's so cruel, I would never have thought about it, because it's so simple. You kind of just end up like forgetting about the most simple thing. But it is built upon cruelty. Like, trauma is cruelty incarnated, truly. And that is my favorite part of that stream. It's just like, yeah, but I think I forgot about thinking about the cruelty of actually, yeah, it is cruel. And that person was just like, I don't like this game. And I love that, because having somebody daring to be honest enough to say, I don't like this, is exactly why I refuse to censor. Like, you can say, oh, we should be kind and everything, as long as people are respectful and like talking them honest self in the chat, like that is all I can. Like, why censor something that is actually giving people all the perspectives or other viewpoints? Yeah, sometimes the answer is right there in front of you, and you kind of like overlook the most simplest parts. Like, I really love the visual artistic way of Silent Hill 2 actually being one of the most extreme visualizations of the most horrifying, like, these people in that game. The characters are having like the worst time of their life, and they are like basically kind of in purgatory, and at the same time you kind of skip rope about the bare like original way of looking upon it. You end up like, as me, I was just the visualization of how they put it into like an artistic way of actually making it into like a medium we can take part in. Kind of forgot about the simplest thing that is like trauma, is what Silent Hill is built upon. Especially Silent Hill 2 is built upon trauma, and how extremely true it is that it's cruel. It's just cruel. It's cruelty incarnated. It's originally just cruel. But yeah, the artistic work they did to make that game so perfectly visual, one of the most perfect games to be into the genre of like psychological horror. my favorite game, and how the remake actually plays it to perfection. I fucking forgot about how, yeah, it is cruel. Simplest thing. Society wants to censor how you feel and tell how you should feel. Yeah, and having studied art, this is just true. A lot of people think that, yeah, you have to know about art to understand art. No, nobody knows shit about art. If you put a frame, like if you put, like, this is art, and you have to put it into an objectified, like, no, everybody is individually consuming art. And whatever you think about, whatever you look upon, that is art. And that is exactly what it means. So, in the sense of that, like, just like take something that people know a lot, Banksy. Banksy is like a fantastic artist, but he plays with art in a way that everybody remembers this artwork that it was scrapped the moment it was sold, maybe. Or Damien Hirst. Damien Hirst is like, he doesn't even do his own art. He actually he hires people to make his art for him. So what is art? Art is what we behold in ourselves to see it, look at us. And I can like I can say I like Silent Hill. It's a perfect game for me, but somebody can say I don't think it's good at all, and that is equally as true. And a lot of people mistake art to be like something they have to understand. No. It is in your eyes to be beholding. That's whatever you think about it. It's just your perspective, your view. So in that manner of understanding art, you can't, if you censor it, you destroy it, because the moment you put it into like an objectified frame of here it exists and everything else is not art, then you kill it. It can't exist. So being the student of both art, philosophy, psychology, and all of these, like, and drama and stuff, and just storytelling is my passion, you can't put it into like one frame of objectifying it, because then it ceases to exist. It's like, it's the expression and the way people feel it, like, individually. It's an individual experience. And yeah, it is more interesting for me to actually hear what people have to say about things than actually I'm like feeling about the art I'm loving. Like, I want to see how people express their emotions about it, because that is actually interesting. Like, there was this weird artwork. Society wants to put a fence around something and say, if you can cross the fence, you are bad. If you don't cross, you are good. And so they want to always voice their opinions and act as if they are the hero and the opposite view is the villain. Yeah, who do you think writes this history? History is also always written by the one that won the battle. Doesn't mean it actually. Like, we have a battle from the Middle Ages that is starting with a bucket, and it's a bloody battle. It's in Italy, I think. Oh, just in Wikipedia, we can Google it. I don't remember, but it starts with actually fighting over a bucket, fucking bucket, and that transcends into a full-blown war. People are weird, and we want to be like the one who have the right. No. And when it comes to like understanding art, nobody is, other than just, yeah, experiencing it individually. And I don't know how blue look through your eyes. Like, the color blue can be totally different from my blue. So I'm kind of like interested in actually finding out what is the things I'm not understanding. People are quick to voice their opinions, yes, especially the young generation. Oh, but children are the most original people. So they actually ask questions to people who are indoctrinated into like a social like degree of actually thinking they know more than children do. Children know most, and how little they are like indoctrinated into like a way of actually being socialized. They actually ask the real questions. Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? Why? And people always say different perspectives, different truths, which is bullshit. Yeah, but at the same time, like, I I can never like get over my curiosity. My curiosity kind of kills the cat in a way that I can't. I'm kind of masochistically inclined to be like more curious than I am personally taking like anything like into my personal way of, like if I was in the drama sense, like on stage, I am more curious in actually becoming that view, that if I'm directed into something, I want to become what they want me to shape, like kind of like clay. But yeah, it's hard, but it's where I lose my personal self and just like get into like curiosity. Yeah, curiosity kills Chihiro, basically. And the same way, I kind of want to do that with making like a black box stage. Black box stage, as I say, is just basically a clear slate, like it's a blank canvas. And when it comes to like playing these games, like how I love, for example, Silent Hill 2 is one of my most favorite games. It's not my art. Like, I haven't made it, so I cannot take the credit for it. It's not me who is the focal point there. I am just reacting to it, and I am just doing it with you guys. So I'm just not the idolization. A lot of people in streams and Twitch and stuff and wherever, internet, is like wanting to be idolized, and I'm totally not wanting to be idolized. Like, that is fuck that. Like, I want to be like, look at this is good art. Like, let's experience the storytelling together, which is what I want to also not be taken like a distracting. I don't want to be a distracting person from the real deal, because in the same way I actually did like sing classical and opera, and then theater is like where I just lose myself personally. If you're a good actor, you are nothing but what you are supposed to be. Like, if you're directed into like a role on stage, and if you play that role, if you're doing it without yourself, like Stanislavski way. Stanislavski is basically just how you see Hollywood actors go insane because they want to be the character they are playing, like how they do weird things, like they use their body, like, oh my god, he who played Batman, I can't remember his name. He plays also in The Machinist, and the way he actually like goes from very, 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 very underweight into being like Batman. The Joker is a good example of how somebody takes it too far, like how Jared Leto just made it into the most obnoxious way of actually having somebody actually do not harass your fellow actors, because thing is, you can be the best actor in the world and you can still not get any work if you are just bad at teamwork. If you are like good at working together with a team, a troupe, then you are getting a lot of work. You don't have to be best, you have to be good at what you're doing. And a good actor loses, if you are supposed to do the Stanislavski way though, they lose them personal self to play the part they are like bought and directed to do. And in the same way, I can't take any like personal like, I am not the creator of the art that is behind, for example, Silent Hill 2, how I love that game, the storytelling, and how I love like the storytelling in Baldur's Gate. Like, it is not me who made it. I am just like kind of like a narrator, or like guiding whatever. And then how to make that more interactable, like that is what we are putting into Q1, plan 1. But at the same time, like with let's just say, with this Baldur's Gate being like insanely long, we need some more pepper in our schedule. We can't just do Baldur's Gate until, if you see, I have over 2,000 hours in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I played it from the first time it came into like early access till I'm just like, okay, I am bored with the Act 1. I want to do Act 2. Act 2 is my favorite act in Baldur's Gate, but the whole like storytelling here. Yeah, and sometimes I actually forget to like put. Sometimes my games do play in the background, and I kind of have it on pause. So it's not probably 2,000 hours I've been sitting down and continuously played it. Might have been some days that I actually just load it into, like, oh, I forgot about it. Oh, I'm still playing the game. So it can be a bit of that too. But yeah, I really played from like an exploratory point of, I want to know everything here. It was hard in Act 3 because I think that is the lesser. That is such a huge act. It's a huge, fucking, insane, big, like, it's so much that happens there. And then again, like, we are doing it without ever having played with Minathra, so that is what we are doing it evilly now. Evil dirge. I never did the dirge playthrough. And yes, a lot of people want to make it a lot about themselves instead of making it about the bigger picture. Like an actor with a movie, like you said. Yeah, and having, like, just having been in classical music, opera, and sang a lot like this, there is a lot of divas, and I don't like divas because the moment you take yourself and you kind of want to be the one that people applaud, you are killing the art. Because the art, from a classical point of view, you are just the one that lets the composer have a way to actually still be viewed as its art. It's not my place to be anything less than just nothing more than like a kind of radio channel. It is basically, if I'm able to honor the composer's way of writing the notes, then I would be able to give that life. But if I'm not, like now, I'm not even near able to be singing opera the way I used to be, and not like, I fell in love with theater while I was actually chasing my dream as an opera singer, and I did fulfill my dream. It's just that I didn't need to be on every stage. I just felt it was enough with the stages I was on, and then I kind of fell in love with theater, because now I want to do motion capture, but that is just silly stuff. Like, motion capture looks so silly when you do it in like the suits and with stupid things you do. It's just silly. It's play, basic play, and the way you can go on stage, and how I've seen every person I've ever played with have like stage fright. I never had stage fright the same way, but I've seen it in every shape and form, and I'm kind of like, okay, now I have prepared myself as much as I can. Now it's up to whatever it becomes. And if you go on stage in a theater and throw up, that can be part of the play. If you do it on opera, you are faulty. You are done for. And yeah, that is where like it's fun to just like, you can never plan. You can have like a plan for how the thing is gonna be, but the moment you go on stage, it's up to whatever happens and whatever is made there. And it's mostly actually the audience that makes the theater come alive. Like, the audience is not just a silent, they are the focal participant that actually makes it either cringe if you are doing like comedy, if it's cringy, or if it's actually funny. If I'm better or worse on stage, I have no clue. I was like, the description from my teacher, my drama teacher, was like, I was like a train that drove over everything to get to that productive. Like, if I saw something in my fellow actors or actresses, I was just like, you have something there, and I'm gonna torture you into that. Like, the way they had like a glimpse of something qualitative, I would go head over heels to just make them their best self, to the point that actually my teacher is right. I was like a train that drove over everything and didn't stop for nothing. But at this time, like, after a while, like, that was me when I was very much in tune with like getting just straight A's and stuff in university. And now it's like, okay, I don't feel like I need to have straight A's, and I'm not even possible to be in that category of like motivational drive to be. So I kind of got like an update that is like, it's better because it's more balanced. So I'm kind of challenged with the demotivative spirit that I didn't have that time. And in that way, I'm actually less inclined to actually be a demotivating force that can be too motivated. So yeah, the audience is a huge part. It's actually everything. It's like, if the audience doesn't accept you, what the fuck are you on the stage for? You actually, in opera, you have to be prepared to be booed off stage, and you have to be inclined to listen to that without ever having anything else and like, yeah, this wasn't good enough. That is actually in La Scala, which is in Italy, which is, there you actually have to sign that you're allowed to be booed off stage by, they are kind of like hooligans in the way that they love opera in Italy. Italy is like the main way in the world to like opera. But yeah, at the same time, it is like every artist's way of looking upon it. Like, it's not so much me as it is the thing you're creating. Like, if you do Shakespeare, you are not doing you. Like, it's not my Shakespeare. Like, it is just how the directing situation have told me how I'm supposed to do it. And in theater, it is more able to like be played with, and it can be a bit more silly, which is much more fun than just, well, either you live or die kind of how opera is like. Either you do it right or you're totally wrong. But in theater, you can actually play with the thing you're doing to a point where you actually, oh, this is new. Now we're on stage, my fellow actor just fell on their fucking face, and now they have broken their arm, and now we have to play the play with that. That is kind of like more impulsively created in the moment. And then that is like me, the fellow actor, and the audience. We are ABZ. Like, that is all that creates whatever that becomes. And then we have like this, which is like, in Baldur's Gate, I really love how, especially Astarian's, he's like a rare story, a rare romanticized story, fairy tale, kind of how somebody with trauma is healed. Or you can just stab him in like the moment he tries to drink your blood and you never get to know anything about his healing journey. But his healing journey is like perfectly why I think Neil Newborn absolutely deserved that reward, like that award he got for this character. This character is absolutely Like, he's sexualized to the point that everybody loves Astarion. Yeah, I do too. I love Astarion. Can't stop romancing him. But his storyline is more my. Like, I'm more inclined to be in love with his storyline. His storyline is actually the best one in Baldur's Gate of all the characters, I think. So yeah, there is that, and how he just, in the moment you meet him, the first line, he's just perfectly in that character, and in the most narrow way able to like show you how he is like. I think he says something about, of course, monsters. How would it be anything else? So of course we're gonna become monsters. Like, that is just so perfectly inclined to what he is trying to like avoid. Like, he's in a cage with Cazador, and that is just the best. With Baldur's Gate, and the way actually you have this Easter egg that you, when you climb upon the behind his tent in camp, like, you can hear the main theme, the song. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful song, but it also is just about Astarion. Like, how the main theme song of Baldur's Gate is kind of like Astarion, and his way of actually trying to break his shackles. And then again, Neil Newbone is fantastic at the way he actually is the one who makes. He has this. He's in London, has this workshop, and he does most of the motion capture in the whole Baldur's Gate game. And he's just fantastic, like, acrobat. I wish I could actually go to his workshop if I ever get to that point. Like, motion capture, I want to do that because it's silly when you look upon it. If you see how they did in KDC, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, how they just like do the motion capture, it looks so stupid. Like, that is so silly. But at the same time, we can't only play Baldur's Gate. We need to pepper it up. So we do have a lot of games, like, and then we have like Resident Evil. I'm not that much into like Resident Evil as I am Silent Hill, but we do have like the game that comes now soon, Requiem. But Requiem is a continuation of the storylines that starts with Biohazard and Village, and then a continuation from Village. And maybe we should just play a bit of Biohazard, see how. Yeah, Resident Evil is very good. I played, like, I played all of these, except this. I have just watched it. Like, I haven't played it, but I haven't, like, I don't have the same like love for it as I do with, for example, Silent Hill. Silent Hill is like my too hard. But yeah, maybe we should just try, because it's not far from February, and it's in the end of February that Requiem comes. So we have like Village and Biohazard, and both of these Silent Hills, like this Silent Hill, just starting it just for the heck of it, it is very much like I haven't played Killing Floor, but I could check it out, of course. Like, I'm all in for everything that is like wanted to. If you want me to play something, I'm gonna just have to write it down. I haven't checked Killing Floor, and as I am just like planning a bit. Oof. But yeah, I haven't played Killing Floor. What is this Killing Floor? Is it a multiplayer game or something? I never played actually the DLC here. Check it out later. But we have to do that too. This Silent Hill was like, thank you. And this is just like an updated, like, because I had to start my new year with being a bit delayed. Silent Hill is a classic, and it's such a beautiful game. even the game that almost it got slapped a Silent Hill label on it, like Silent Hill 4, is a fantastic game. And it's a silly game too, because of all the burping noises and the staircase and the silly things that is in that game. But at the same time, that game is, on the psychological spectrum, very much a game that is both, with the soundtrack being one of my favorites, and the actual story about like all the why there is like a serial killer, how he becomes a serial killer. Everything about that game is actually kind of like into a psychological horror point of view, something interesting. But it got slapped off Silent Hill label in the last minute. And Akira Yamaoka, who is always, he has so many fantastic like how he makes music, how he makes like the sound environment is unique. Like, he's a genius. But yeah, Killing Floor, I'm gonna check it out, of course. And it's a zombie survival, co-op survival, and I'm getting a lot of like a lot of people want to collaborate, like make collaborations, and I'm still in like needing to learn a bit more before I actually have the standards to actually be networking in that way. But I love, just text me whatever. I am still here and taking note of everybody that texts me, and like it's not like it goes beyond my brain to kind of like see this is, here's people that want to collaborate. I'm just not standard wise, like qualitatively up to the degree where I can actually start doing collaboration or networking in that degree that I am a perfectionist. But this game, first of all, let's just do the important thing. This was where I think like Resident Evil actually took like a new perspective, the first person point of view. And since this is where Village also comes from, the story here starts here, and then Village, and then we have Requiem that comes. I know people definitely appreciate you listening and hearing them out. Yeah, and I am so scared of actually being distracted from, for example, what people share with me, that I actually gonna create a failsafe for that too. And it is in the making. It's just not everything is updated on the social, like on my pages, but like I have like for business inquiries, I want also to be like able to see if somebody gets overlooked when they share something and I am distracted to not see it, then I want that to be actually seen. So yeah, that is important for me, because there is no oversharing in my chat. There is just sharing, and I think that is actually one of the things that a lot of people are like frown upon. But in my point of view, I don't see the reason why that it should be frowned upon. Like, that is, to my point, just gratefully, I'm a listener in that view. So yeah, we have to like, how loud do we do this? I'm not sure. Let's just go for it here. And I don't think this has anything like, if we were to do this though, and make just this, because I want to play Requiem, we have to start this game too. So maybe that is what we should do. But in that degree, we know we need how to actually make it episodically. So, well, easy. We'll take it easy on you. Well, just average difficulty. We had just came from tactician in Baldur's Gate and just like, this is not progressing the story in timely manner. So normal, yeah. Let's go for normal. It's gonna be fun, yes. But yeah. And I'm gonna get us like
I just wanted to send
oh,
quick hello and I love you. Oh, good news.
just a
I'm
moment.
coming home soon. Yay!
Oh god.
I can't wait to be
This is what I mean.
job.
We have to do it afterwards. Because right now we are not on game view. We are on like
I gotta get back to
taking up
I
the
love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons
just a moment.
of kisses. Bye, baby.
And usually I remove myself from cinematics. But it reset the settings. Usually does that.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this,
Yeah. I'm getting a
stay
stream deck
away.
this week to fix that. Fix it more. Workflow needs to be smooth. But sometimes it just doesn't want to work with me. When you put it into like
Hey, it's Ethan.
Oh, hey. You alright?
key
Just a
shortcuts.
The other night.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's Mia. She's not dead, she's alive. She's back.
They found her? How? What happened?
I don't know. Look, I don't know how, but she's back. She's back somehow. Maybe it's a prank, but she wants me to come and get her.
Where is she?
Dulvey, Louisiana.
The way it looks like a movie too.
I know, but what if it is her? I have to find out what happened.
Almost like they use like movie realistically. Just a moment, because here's the problem. I have to go into like if it takes up full screen mode. First of all, let's the screen capture. This is what we do. Use game capture instead. Just a moment before that actually puts itself up to work. And all my like shortcuts, like how I actually remove myself from the frame whenever like there is a cinematic is like in my view important. So that just reset itself. So which is annoying to the point I'm getting myself like a stream deck this week. God damn it. There we go. There it's up. Yeah, the graphics are phenomenal. It is, but it's also an old game in the sense that it is not it's not the newest. I'm just gonna try and reset these key shortcuts. So give me a moment because as I say, there is gonna be I need to get like a stream deck just to make the workflow and effortlessly without it actually fucking itself up again, but it does that with the settings out, sometimes just resetting itself. And that is just a moment. That is one of the things that is like should be effortlessly without flaw, but sometimes it just fucks itself up, and that is basically what OBS. If I start OBS, that can happen. So that's why I'm have to like build it from scratch. So this is oh wait a moment. Oh, this is the live scene and the live. I just have to put it into keyboard shortcuts again, which is silly. And it is actually very annoying. So I'm getting it out of the way forever. And hopefully this is when I do fix OBS from scratch, that is done. So let's just check if this actually works. Yeah, no, it works. This is what I'm talking about. And I don't like to be if it is like cinematic, I like to like remove myself from it and silence myself so it actually isn't interfering. And now, like on your screen, it is full screen, like full screen. On my screen, it's just a little window now, which is silly because I had to put on like I had to force it down from full screen to windowed. Do we need to do this? And then now it should work again. So yeah. And whenever I do like have a cinematic, I like to just remove myself effortlessly without sound. So let's just do that and start this game. And yeah, we're driving the car. Are we driving the car? Can you stop? I was hoping we weren't like having to crash the car and stuff. But yeah, that is basically.
This is the place.
And then just checking if everything is up to the point where it actually is fully. Yeah, use that resolution. It's good. Yeah, it should be okay. No, but it's a long time since I played this game, and I remember actually there was this demo of this game. There was like these guys just finding this house, and it wasn't the storyline we are in now, but it was just a demo. And I remember playing that demo. It was interesting. We are gonna find Mia missing in action. I don't remember anything about how to play this game though. Oh, that is inventory. Yeah, was that what it was called? Chainsaw demo? Anyway, yeah, there was this demo of this game. These guys. We're actually finding some of them in this playthrough. We are finding them. They're unfortunately not alive then. But yeah. They are part of the real game too. They just demo. Where do we go? There? Did we come from that place? Let's go around. Like these guys. I think this was their car actually. Sewer gators. Sneak into Louisiana ghost house. What does it say? Can you zoom or something? Schedule equipment. Okay. Whatever. Join us. No, thank you. Accept her gift. This dude doesn't even care. He just... Before we continue, let's just update the stream info so we actually are playing Resident Evil. Biohazard. Oh. 7? Is it just 7? Yeah. Just make it sensible. And then before we continue, like starting this game, I'm just gonna get something to drink. So be right back. And this is where it's easier to just do this instead of actually having to stop the whole fucking game and stuff. So 1 minute, need something to drink, and then we're gonna play the first part of Biohazard. Alright. I never tasted this. And opening boxes like this with my nails is like hellfire. Hi, it's good. Alright. Yo, good evening. Let's start Resident Evil Part 1. Just Biohazard. We need some yellow light and maybe a bit dimmer. Let's start the first part of Biohazard because it is something that we could put into. Oh no, we're not gonna retry. We're just gonna continue. We're just in the start of it. We just began it. Just have to double check it. Is the audio okay? This is hell every time. Just double checking if the audio is right. Feels weird. There we have him. I don't remember his name even. But here's a piece of must be a lot of insects here. Like, even though we know the insects thing. Woman. Just being in this swamp. Oof. Yeah, who sees this and just like, yeah, this is normal. Let me just continue looking for Mia. You don't want to like comment on this? Gameplay logic. Still feel that there's something up with the muffled audio. But he's just like, yeah, that is normal. Let's just go under it. If you can't go through it like normal, you just crouch and go under it. No comment necessary. I would be like, that is strange. At least give an auditory like, there's a lot of dead things here. Must smell like hell. Such a strange thing to do. Like, yeah, things are weird. Not gonna say anything. Feels still like there's something with the volume. Just a moment. I'm just gonna hear how it is. Well, whatever. Whatever. Whatever, ever. Whatever, ever. A printout of the email from your wife, Mia, who has been missing for 3 years. Let's look at it. Mia Winters to Ethan Winters to Louisiana, Baker Farm, come get me. Well, right on. Is this somewhere? No. Must really stink here. And it's really dark, so there's that. Display brightness. Trying to like make it more. It's very bright for me, maybe too bright. That is also something that is like having to balance while you start something. One more, and we're there. Think that is it. Yeah. Pitch black. Fuck. Oh, he had he had a flashlight. Didn't remember that. This is the same place you enter when you are in that demo. This is exactly the same place you enter as they do. I can't open. Think of up all the spiders here? Or cockroaches, though.
Oh, fuck! Fuck!
Is it? Did you turn it on or off? What the fuck is this? What is this? Nope. Over 20 missing in 2 years. Ghost sighted in Bayou. Yeah, everybody wants chicken wings, don't they? That must be the most horrible way to just get your nose completely attacked. So weird how the volume is like weird, but I'm gonna fix it. Let's just start this game. It was the same with like when I played Baldur's Gate earlier. There's something up with the audio. Can we go straight up? Or is that like where we are supposed to go? Always go the wrong way first? That is not how you take a picture. Like, why would you even take a picture of this? Even though painted, like why this is artistic. Then have it like on your wall. Like clearly this house does not know how to make chicken wings even. So yeah, there's that. So and yeah, easy. Apparently I played it on easy. We're not going easy on me this time. When was that? Because when I saw it in my 119 minutes, like that doesn't adhere to the whole game, so I don't know. Something's up. I think the game is longer than 119 minutes. But yeah, in my Steam it says I played it for 119 minutes. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Because this is one of the games that looks like French. Like, what is this? Silly things. Rejected. You don't play the piano. You don't get to play the piano. No. That's such a good... This guy has still not commented on what the fuck is this? Why? Come find me. Yeah. Is this the guys from the demo? I think so.
Boo,
Boo.
where did you find this guy? Give me a break, Pete. Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want to...
Yeah, make sure the sound is right. About that though. On, yeah. No headphones. Let's see if that fixes it.
Pete of Amarillo. Is that
was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR.
No.
This new guy, I'm not feeling it.
Again?
Hey, I'm
Surprised
right here.
We have to make a change.
Just have to hear that because I hate how the audio is so weird. It feels like there's something I need to do with the audio because there's something weird about the audio. Maybe I actually have to go and fix it because this does not make sense. It was the same problem with Baldur's Gate. So yeah, let me do that because I can't stand it. We have to restart this shit. Oh, which sucks actually, but yeah. It sounds so muffled and weird. I can't even. So there's that. I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna have to like fix the audio because it's still muffled to the point something is up with audio. And then we're gonna go and just maybe play the first part of Biohazard. But I have to fix it first because I can't stand it. It's actually it's annoying and horrible, and I can't take it.